Have you ever looked at something in your life and realized that it represented who you used to be, but not who you are today? For me, today it was a tattoo. I've been thinking about having an old tattoo removed and replace it with something that reflects who I am today and who I am becoming. At first, today I thought it was about changing a tattoo, but it's not. It's about identity. So many of us hold on to things simply because they've been with us for so long. Old beliefs, old habits, old relationships, old stories, even old versions of ourselves. We convince ourselves that because something was once meaningful in our life, we have to carry it forever. But what if honoring your past doesn't mean holding on to it? What if honoring your past means thanking it for getting you to where you're at today and giving yourself permission to move forward? I don't want to erase my story. Every chapter of my life has shaped who I am today. And I am so grateful for that. Every challenge has strengthened me in my life. Every season has taught me something completely new and incredible. But I also believe that growth requires movement. It requires change. And if you keep holding on to yesterday, you leave less room for God. You leave less room for what God is trying to do in your life today. That's what organized joy has always been about. People think that we're here to organize homes, and yes, that's a small portion of it. But what we do is we help people remove friction. We help them remove the things that are keeping them from becoming who they're meant to be today. Sometimes that friction is clutter. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's guilt. Sometimes it's simply holding on to an old identity that no longer serves you anymore. You cannot fully step into your future while you're trying to protect a version of yourself that you've already outgrown. So today, I want to leave you with a question. What are you holding on to in your life that no longer reflects who you want to become? Maybe it's time to create space in your life. Because when you create space in your home, in your heart, and in your life, you make room for something new. You make room for peace. You make room for purpose. You make room for the version and the person that God is calling you to become. Because the person God is calling you to become today may not be the person He was calling you to become yesterday. The life God has for you may require a version of you that did not exist yet. Let that sink in. The life God has for you may require a version of you that did not exist yet. Be brave enough to become the person God is calling you to be today. Be brave enough to go out in the world and to do all the things you want to do. Life is way too short. You have one chance on this life to go travel, to go do the things you want to do, to build that business. Don't let the things in your life that once worked hold you back if they're not working anymore. Be brave enough to change and watch your life change.